Good morning, Cardini. It's RJ, and it is time for the Sunday Trivia Recap. Cheers! Exclamation points, loud applause, hooray! It's been a while since I did the trivia because I was on vacation. Took a break off leading up to vacation because I wasn't going to be able to do the recap. Took a break while I was on vacation because I wasn't filming, so it's been a couple weeks. But we're back at the trivia, so here we go. Monday's question was... well, the prize. Let's do the prize first. This awesome 19. This awesome 2014 Donruss Studio card of Cal Ripken. It's one of the best pictures of Cal. Those, just looking good. Baltimore in the background. So that is the prize. Put that over here. And the question was an interesting one. You had to do a little digging. Luckily enough, people did do some digging and found some answers. So. Name for me any of the players who hit at least 200 hits in a season, but struck out 5 times or less in that same season. And I know of 2. Nobody else had an answer that differed from the 2 I had. So the 2 answers are Joe Sewell and Wee Willie Keeler. All right, now specifically, I went on to the baseball reference. Joe Sewell did it once. If you look at his record, let me bring that over here. Can I zoom in a little bit? Okay. So we are in 1925. He had 204 hits that season, but he only struck out 4 times. Now, that was the only season Joe had 200 hits, and very rarely did he strike out. Like I did a quick calc. He struck out about 6% of his at-bats in his career. To give you a sense of that, we think of like Tony Gwynn, Ichiro, Ty Cobb as great hitters. I think Tony Gwynn struck out like somewhere between 16 and 19% of his time. Even though he was an awesome batter, and he struck out very rarely, he never had a season in which he struck out less than like 20 times. And he struck out somewhere between 16 and 19%. I can't remember exactly what it was. Ty Cobb struck out like 25% of the time. Ichiro was even higher. So, I mean, they were great hitters, but they struck out a lot. Not that it's a big deal. Who cares how you make your outs? Somebody once famously said, some guy I know once said, who cares? Do I care how you made your out? All I care is what you do when you hit the ball. I mean, Hall of Famers make... a third of their career hitting the ball, 2/3 making it out. Who cares how they made it out? They're still Hall of Famers. So anyway, Joe Sewell did it once. Keeler did it a whole bunch of times. So take a look at this. We're going to start where we are. Strikeouts are this one. So where's my mouse? There we go. Here's 1897. What are you doing to me here? Get out of there. 1897. You're doing it again to me. 1897, he had 239 hits, but only struck out 5 times. Next year, 98, 216, 4 strikeouts. Next year, 99, 216, 2 strikeouts. Next year, 1900, 204 hits, 4 strikeouts. Next year, 1901, 202 hits, 5 strikeouts. So that's 5 years in a row. The guy had at least 200 hits, but 5 or fewer strikeouts. Keeler was a beast at not striking out, the epitome of a contact hitter. So there you go. Those are the answers. Joe Sewell and Wee Willie Keeler, 200 hits, less than 5 or less strikeouts. Here's your prize. Great Cal Ripken Jr. And these are the individuals that I had as getting it correct for that opening. Let me verify that. Yeah, that. Okay, so yeah, these are the guys I got who got this correct. So we're going to spin. We shuffle once. And if you haven't been on my channel before, what I do is I say you got to hit 3 times because there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of and I want to, come on, you do it to me. I want to draw out the suspense. So I always say, let's go for, what are you doing to me here? 3 hits to win. So Jeremy Michaels just got 1 hit. We will spin again. I'm all off today. It's my first day back after vacation. I'm doing trivia. I guess I'm all confused this morning, but here we go. Shaw Racing collects. I know I did get a plea from Shaw hoping he could win because apparently AJ doesn't have that Cal Ripken Jr. card. So we'll see what we can do for Shaw. Jeremy Michaels gets 2 right out of the gate, guys. Not looking good, AJ. So, hope you guys had a great week. The National just happened. I was kind of bummed, not because I knew I wasn't going to go to the National. There's just, it's the bad economy. I don't want to be spending all my money at the National. But I was really thinking about going to the YouTube parties. They have the YouTube gathering, which, thanks to a couple of the YouTubers, I was able to see, again, the YouTube gathering. I thought it was kind of cool. Dr. James Beckett was there with the YouTubers. Now, if you think about it, he is, on his own, a YouTuber, because he does have a podcast that he pops up on YouTube. But, you're talking about a guy, Beckett. Who doesn't know the name of Beckett in the sports card world? And to have him out there hanging out with all of us normal guys, all of us just normal people, and have him down there chatting with everybody, I thought was really, really cool. And it looked like it was I would have loved to have met Dr. James Beckett. How many of us grew up buying the magazine? You're still buying the magazine. I used to get those, the annual cards, or the price guides, those annual big thick ones every year. I certainly got lots of magazines from Beckett over the years, and they branched into all different kinds of sports and whatnot. So, I think we have 3 hits here. Did Keith over at Celtic Pride won? Yep, Keith got 3 hits there. So, Keith, congrats on that. You will be getting the 2004 Donruss Studio. Congrats on that. So, we will be moving on to the next day, Tuesday. Tuesday's question. The prize, again, were 2 borderline Hall of Fame rookie cards. Jason Giambi, the Oakland A's. I don't know about I wonder about that logo. If you take a look at that logo, that looks like Atlanta's A. It looks like Score really screwed this card up. That really looks like Atlanta's A to me, not Oakland's. Maybe I'm wrong. But the picture on the cover is not Jeremy Giambi or Jason Giambi. No doubt it's Jason Giambi on the back because there's the name. But that's his rookie card from Score. I think it says the Summit Edition. They're a really cool one. And here is a 2000 private stock Donruss rookie of A.J. Burnett. Like I said, 2 borderline Hall of Famers. Quality cards there for this question. I said, if you know the Hall of Fame, you should know the original 5 inductees. The original 5 inductees: Cobb, Wagner, Ruth, Mathewson, and Walter Johnson. Now, they've always elected the Hall of Fame members the same way. They poll the baseball writers, and you had to get 75%. Your name had to be listed on 75% of their ballots. And I said, who got the highest total out of these 5 people? A lot of people would have thought, Ruth would have been the highest. Maybe some people think Walter Johnson or Wagner. Obviously, a lot of people would have thought Cobb. Maybe a few Mathewson. I would have thought Mathewson had the most. I probably would have thought Ruth might have had the most, especially since the first Hall of Fame voting happened in 1936, and Ruth had just retired in the middle of the 35 season. He called it quits, so he was fresh on everybody's mind. He was very popular, so you kind of thought he'd have been the guy. But take a look at this. This is from the Hall of Fame's website, the actual ballot results from 1936. And if you see right here, let me zoom in on that one. There you go. Ty Cobb had 98.2% of the ballot. Ruth and Wagner tied at 95.1. Then it was Mathewson, and Johnson was last, 83.6%. Now I'm going to do this for you real quick. It's interesting. You can click here to show the rest to 10. These are the other individuals who didn't make it in that year. So like Napoleon Lajoie missed the first year. Tris Speaker missed the first year. Cy Young was not elected to Hall of Fame in the first year, nor was Rogers Hornsby or Mickey Cochran. So there you go. These people did not make it into the Hall of Fame on their first year. Obviously, each one of them is a Hall of Famer since then, obviously. But it's interesting to note that even then, certain people were being snubbed by the Hall of Fame voters. Legendary players. So, all right. So anyway, these are your cards that are up for grabs. All right. That was the answer. Now we'll go to the thing here. Keith, you are out. You cannot win but once in a week. So Keith has been removed. And we will shuffle once again. And we will spin. And good luck to everybody. You need 3 hits to win. So, like I said, I hope everybody had a great time at the National. I wasn't able to attend. I really wanted to go to the YouTube thing, but yeah, it didn't work out for me. Probably should have took all day Thursday off, but I had just come back from vacation. This was the other thing. Having just come back from vacation and then missed an entire week, and actually I took the Friday before off too, so I missed 6 days in a row. I really didn't think I could take another day off, having come right back from vacation. So I would have had to have driven after work down to the YouTube party. I kept looking for somebody to tell me where it was going to be. Jeremy Michaels keeps hitting twice, but then he falls up short for some reason. I kept thinking about going to the YouTube party just by look at this. Jeremy Michaels 3 shots in a row. All right, that's 3 for Jeremy. So Jeremy, you get these 2 awesome rookie cards of borderline Hall of Famers. So I will send that out to you shortly, sir. Congrats on that. All right. Lastly, on Friday's question, the prize is this really cool squirt panel. Squirt, like I said, is a kind of like a Sprite kind of soft drink, lemon lime kind of a thing, and they distributed cards from Topps from 1981. They were like this. They were attached to the product in this thing, and this is the George Brett card, along with Jerry Mumfree. And the question was a George Brett question. It was actually a George Brett and Mike Schmidt, since I'm a Mike Schmidt guy. I said George Brett and Mike Schmidt shared the cover of Sports Illustrated in 1981. They had both just won the MVP award that year. And they were both third basemen, so it made a lot of sense. But then the strike happened, and they suspended the season for a couple months, but then started it up again. And they released the same cover shot on Sports Illustrated for that second release, but just changed the headline in a funny way. And I said, what were the dates of those 2 magazines? So here we go. I own both. So here's the first one. In April 13th, 1981, your baseball preview issue hit the stands. And it says, Hot Shots at the Hot Corner. MVP Mike Schmidt and MVP George Brett. There they are, share the cover. 2 awesome third basemen, legendary third basemen, MVPs that year. But then the strike happened, and they reissued the magazine on August the 10th, 1981, and they changed up that Hot Shot to the Hot Corner to say, here we go again. I thought that was very clever on the base of the people at Sports Illustrated to issue that Sports Illustrated thing in that manner. I thought it was very clever, really cool. Those are parts of my Mike Schmidt collection, so there you go. So now, the individuals who got that correct are these guys. We will remove Keith. He can't win twice. We will remove Jeremy. He cannot win twice, so you're left with these 5 individuals. Shooting for this here George Brett and Jerry Mumfree squirt panel. So good luck to everybody on this one. Again, we shuffle once and then we spin. I don't know why the sound isn't working. You know what? That's why. It was there. I thought it was, there we go. Finally got sound going again. So Wilbur Cookmeyer gets one. I'm going to lower the sound a little bit. That's better. Is that too low again? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't matter. Tim Howe gets a hit. Congrats. Yeah, I thought about, I couldn't take the day off. I wanted to just drive out there and join the YouTube party, but I didn't know where it was. I felt stupid. Hey, guys, where are you? I'd like to come join. So I just kind of sat back and did nothing. It was funny. I was still checking out some of the YouTubers, and there was a lot of other guys still out there making content who didn't make it to the National, so I felt a little better. I wasn't the only one. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, so to speak, whatever. Anyway, maybe next year, guys, maybe next year, we'll see. There'll be other shows. I'll go to the Philly show again this year. Maybe I'll reach out to some of the guys locally here in the area about the Philly show, hook up then for some good times, but no biggie. Goody G, 3 hits in a row. Bam, bam, bam. There you go, sir. So Goody G gets the panel for George Brett. Congrats. So there you go, people. Back into the swing of things of the trivia. Got some good trivia questions next week. A whole bunch of really cool cards next week. Yeah, back into the swing of things. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm back to normal. So 3 more videos coming out next week. Check it out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 3 great trivia questions with 3 great prizes. And we'll do the drawing again a week from today. So appreciate everybody watching. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Appreciate all your support. I try my best to support everybody else out there to the best of my ability. So I appreciate all you out there who take some time to watch my little, podunk of a channel. But hey, that's what we're all here for, right? The love of the hobby. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you all again next week. Enjoy the weekend. Watch some more videos, and I'll see you soon. Take care.